Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dr. Zahra Noreen is here, your course instructor of Plant Physiology 1, POTN 3119. Lecture number 14 is about the rest of the pigments and their roles in plants. As we have discussed in our two previous lectures about the photoreceptors and their roles in plants, today we will discuss about the rest of the pigments which are involved in different activities of the plant. Cryptochromes. A wide range of plant responses to blue light and UVA radiations have been known or suspected for a long time. Cryptochrome was the name given initially to the blue light UVA photoreceptor because blue light responses appear to be prevalent in cryptograms. Cryptograms, जैसा कि हम जानते हैं, this is an old primary division of plants which do not exhibit true flowers and seeds, and these included ferns, mosses, algae, and fungi. In addition to the molecular nature of the blue light, photoreceptors remained unknown and thus cryptic means secret or hidden for many years. However, recent research has established that cryptochromes are found throughout the plant kingdom. The action spectrum for cryptochromes exhibit two peaks, one in the UVA region and one in the blue region of the visible spectrum. The chromophore for cryptochrome is a flavin. The three most common flavins are riboflavin and its two nucleotide derivatives, flavin mononucleotide FMN, which is the part of Z scheme as well, and flavin adenine dinucleotide FAD. The flavins may occur free or complexed with protein. If they are complexed with protein, in that case they are known as flavoproteins. However, those flavins that function as photoreceptors probably constitute a very small portion of the much larger pool of flavins. Both FMN and FAD, for example, are important cofactors in cellular oxidation reduction reactions. The structure of riboflavin and tarin is given here. Part A representing the structure of riboflavin and B representing the structure of tarin. You can see the structure of tarin is similar with the B and C rings of riboflavin. The other two derivatives, important derivatives, which I told you are the important part of the cellular oxidation reduction reactions, FMN and FAD are the derivatives of this structure. Arabidopsis has two genes for cryptochromes, cryptochrome 1 and cryptochrome 2, whereas tomato has at least three genes that encode this photoreceptor. Mosses and ferns exhibit 2 and 5 genes for cryptochromes respectively. Interestingly, the sequence of the cryptochrome 1 protein is similar to the photolyase, which is a unique class of flavoproteins that use blue light to stimulate repair of UV-induced damage to microbial DNA. Means photolyase is an enzyme which is required by the microbes if due to UV light their DNA is damaged. So photolyase enzyme is utilized for their repair mechanism. So this cryptochrome 1 protein, which is a type of cryptochrome, is similar to the photolyase enzyme of microbes. Photolysis contains two chromophore. One is flavin, FAD, and the one is tarin, as I told you in the previous slide. Although the precise nature of the cryptochrome 1 chromophore remain to be determined, it appears that one is FAD and the second one is likely to be a tarin, just like the photolyase. Cryptochromes are cytoplasmic proteins with a molecular mass of 75 kilodalton, and together with phytochromes, they mediate a lot of functions like photomorphogenic responses, such as photoperiodic dependent control of flowering, stimulation of leaf expansion, and the inhibition of stem elongation. The next pigments are phototropins, abbreviated as PHOT. Phototropins are a second class of blue light photoreceptors that was first discovered in the late 1980s. Arabidopsis exhibit two phototropins just like cryptochrome genes, designated as phototropin 1 and phototropin 2. क्रिप्टोक्रोम की तरह ही फोटोट्रोपिन के पास भी दो क्रोमोफोर मॉलिक्यूल होते हैं and these are flavoproteins with two FMN molecule. Molecular mass of the phototropin is about 120 kilodalton and it is localized to the plasma membrane. जबकि मैंने आपको क्रिप्टोक्रोम के बारे में बताया है कि वो साइटोप्लाज्म में पाए जाते हैं. Phototropins are not involved in the photomorphogenic responses. Analysis of mutants deficient in either phototropin 1 or phototropin 2 indicate that these two genes exhibit partial overlapping roles in the regulation of phototropism. Furthermore, phototropins play important role in optimizing photosynthetic efficiency of the plant, such as the regulation of stomatal opening for carbon dioxide gas exchange, as well as the chloroplast avoidance movement to protect the photosynthetic apparatus from photoinhibition due to exposure to excess light. Means जब भी प्लांट को excess light का सामना करना पड़ेगा तो वो अपने क्लोरोप्लास्ट को मूव करवा सकता है विद द हेल्प ऑफ फोटोट्रोपिन्स ताकि उसकी जो फोटोसिंथेटिक मशीनरी है वो फोटो इनहिबिशन से डैमेज ना हो. UVB photoreceptors. More recently, a small number of responses, such as anthocyanin synthesis in young milo seedling like sorghum vulgare, and suspension cultures of the parsley or carrot cells have been described with an action spectrum peak near 290 nanometer and no action at wavelength longer than about 350 nanometer. These findings would seem to indicate the presence of one more UVB, which is ranging from 280 to 320 nanometer receptors in the plant. Although the nature of the photoreceptors has yet to be identified with certainty, the impact of ultraviolet radiation, especially UVB, on plants is receiving increasing attention because of the concern about the thinning of the atmosphere ozone layer. A reduction in the ozone layer results in an increase in UVB radiation, specifically between 290 to 314 नैनोमीटर रेंज की जो लाइट है उसका एक्सपोजर बढ़ जाएगा अगर ओजोन लेयर डिप्लीट होती है and this can cause damage to the nucleic acids, proteins and photosynthetic apparatus and lead to shorter plants and reduced biomass. The UVB receptor also appears to modulate responses to phytochrome in some systems, but it has yet to be identified. Flavonoids are the next pigments. Although the plant world is predominantly green, it is the brilliant colors of the floral petals, fruits, bracts, and occasionally leaves that most attracts humans and a variety of other animals to plants. These various shades of scarlet, pink, purple, and blue are due to the presence of pigments known as anthocyanin. Anthocyanins belong to a larger group of compounds known as flavonoids. Other classes of flavonoids include chalcones and orones, contribute to the yellow colors of some flowers. Yet other the flavones are responsible for the whiteness of the floral petals that without them might appear translucent. The flavonoids are readily isolated and because of their brilliant colors have been known since antiquity as a source of dyes. Consequently, the flavonoids have been extensively studied since the beginning of the modern organic chemistry and their chemistry is well known. Flavonoids are phenylpropene derivatives with the basics of C6C3C6 composition. The most strongly colored of the flavonoids are the anthocyanidin and anthocyanin. Anthocyanins are the glycosides derivatives of anthocyanidins. Unlike chlorophyll, the anthocyanins are water-soluble pigments and are found predominantly in the vacuolar sap. They are readily extracted into weakly acidic solution. Color of the anthocyanins is sensitive to pH. Both anthocyanidin and anthocyanin are natural indicator dyes. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर आप द कलर ऑफ द साइनाइडिन को देखें तो अगर आप उसको एसिडिक मीडियम देंगे तो उसमें वो आपको रेड नज़र आएगा। अगर न्यूट्रल सोल्यूशन होगा तो उसमें वो वायलेट कलर देगा और अगर अल्कलाइन सोल्यूशन होगा तो उसमें वो ब्लू कलर होगा। इसका मतलब ये है कि ये रेड से लेकर वायलेट एंड देन ब्लू में चेंज हो जाता है अगर आप उसको एसिडिक, न्यूट्रल या अल्कलाइन सोल्यूशन देते हैं। The deep violet extract of the red cabbage will turn definitely unappetizing blue-green if boiled in alkaline water. तो रेड कैबेज जिसको हम बड़े शौक से खाते हैं, देखने में भी अच्छी लगती है कि रेड कलर है, तो अगर उसको आप अल्कलाइन सॉल्यूशन या वाटर के साथ बॉईल करते हैं तो फिर वो बिल्कुल भी अट्रैक्टिव नहीं रहेगी और बिल्कुल भी एपेटाइजर के तौर पे काम नहीं करेगी क्योंकि उसका कलर जो है वो ब्लू ग्रीन टाइप का हो जाएगा। Here is the structure of flavonoids. As I told you, these are phenylpropane derivatives with a basic structure of C6C3, C6 composition, C6, C3, and C6 composition. If we talk about the absorption spectrum of anthocyanin, तो जैसा कि मैं प्लागोनिम की अगर एग्जांपल दूं जो जिनको आप कॉमनली जेरेनियम के नाम से जानते हैं जो अपने बहुत अच्छी ऑर्डर की वजह से और बहुत ही कलरफुल फ्लावर्स की वजह से मशहूर हैं ये प्लांट्स। तो इनको अगर आप देखें तो जो इनका अब्जॉर्प्शन स्पेक्ट्रम है उनकी पीक्स अगर आप देखते हैं तो वो अल्ट्रा वायलेट रीजन में है। एज यू कैन सी इट इज लेस देन 300 नैनोमीटर and the second peak is in the region of cyan or green color, starting from 450 to 475 to 550 nanometer, which is a green color. So that is why these are not you can say they are not affect they cannot affect the photosynthesis, क्योंकि photosynthesis के लिए ये दोनों ही regions जो हैं वो यूजलेस है और वैसे ही क्लोरोफिल जो कि फोटोसिंथेसिस का बायस है वो इनको ट्रांसमिट कर देता है इन रीजन को। Role of anthocyanin. Anthocyanins in the leaves such as the coleus and red-leaved cultivars of maple Acer species are found in the vacuoles of the epidermal cells where they appear to mask the chlorophylls. अब इससे आप इस चीज़ का अंदाज़ा बिल्कुल भी ना लगाएं कि ये क्लोरोफिल को किसी भी तरह से मुतासिर करता होगा क्योंकि ये अपर लेयर ऑफ द एपिडर्मल सेल्स के वैक्यूल में पाया जाता है। तो जैसा कि मैंने आपको बताया था कि ये ब्लू लाइट और रेड लाइट को बिल्कुल भी अब्जॉर्ब नहीं करता। ये अब्जॉर्ब करता है यूवीबी रीजन की लाइट को और अब्जॉर्ब करता है ऐसी लाइट को जो कि फोटोसिंथेसिस के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, दैट इज रेंजिंग फ्रॉम 475 नैनोमीटर टू 560 नैनोमीटर। तो उस ब्लू लाइट रीजन को और रेड लाइट रीजन को ये ट्रांसमिट कर देता है। कंसिक्वेंटली जो एंथोसायनिन की प्रेजेंस है इन द एपिडर्मल सेल्स के वैक्यूल में ये फिर फोटोसिंथेसिस को मुतासिर नहीं करती, मतलब क्योंकि उसको जो लाइट चाहिए वो तो इसमें से ट्रांसमिट हो रही है एंड दैट इज वाई ये उनके लिए नुकसानदेह नहीं है। Since these compounds also occur in the leaves, one possible function of the flavonoids is thought to be the protection of the underlying leaf tissue from damage due to ultraviolet radiation, and thus the accumulation of UVB absorbing flavonoids acts as a natural sunscreen for plants, green algae, and cyanobacteria in which they are found. As flower pigments, the flavonoids attract insect pollinators. Many insects can detect ultraviolet light and thus can perceive patterns contributed by the colorless flavonoids as well as the colored patterns visible to humans. The synthesis of anthocyanin is stimulated by light, both UV and visible, as well as by nutrient stress, especially nitrogen and phosphorus deficiencies, and low temperature. At least one group of flavonoids, the isoflavonoids, have become known for their antimicrobial activities. Isoflavonoids are one of the several classes of chemicals of differing chemical structures known as phytoalexins that help to limit the spread of bacterial and fungal infections in plant. नॉर्मली अगर देखा जाए तो फाइटोलेक्सिन्स की जो कंसंट्रेशन है या तो वो एब्सेंट होती है या बहुत ही लो कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ फाइटोलेक्सिन्स आर फाउंड इन प्लांट बट जैसे ही बैक्टीरिया एंड फंगल पैथोजेंस प्लांट पे अटैक करते हैं दे आर रैपिडली सेंसिसाइज्ड डिटेल जो है फाइटोलैक्सिन मेटाबॉलिज्म की वो इतनी ज़्यादा क्लियर नहीं है अभी लेकिन देखा यह गया है कि वैरायटी ऑफ स्मॉल पॉलीसैकेराइड्स glycoproteins and proteins of fungal and bacterial origin they serve as elicitors means ये काम करती हैं स्टिमुलेटर के तौर पे जो कि प्लांट में फाइटोएलेक्सिन्स की सिंथेसिस को स्टार्ट करवाते हैं जैसे कि सोयाबीन के सेल्स में देखा गया है कि जब वो फंगस फाइटोप्थेरा के साथ इन्फेक्ट होते हैं तो दिस इंडिकेट दैट फंगल इलिसिटर्स ट्रिगर ट्रांसक्रिप्शन ऑफ मैसेंजर आरएनए फॉर एंजाइम्स इन्वॉल्व्ड इन द सिंथेसिस ऑफ आइसोफ्लेवोनाइड्स इसी तरीके से द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ द फाइटोलैक्सिन्स अपीयर्स टू बी मोर कॉमन डिफेंस मैकेनिज्म लेकिन isoflavonoids are the predominant phytoalexins in the family of leguminosae but it doesn't mean कि हर जगह पे डिफेंस मैकेनिज्म के लिए isoflavonoids में phytoalexins ही काम करते हैं जैसा कि सोलिनेसी में देखा गया है कि उसमें टर्पीन डेरिवेटिव्स जो हैं वो डिफेंस मैकेनिज्म के लिए इस्तेमाल होते हैं rather than the phytoalexins. Beta-cyanins and beets. The prominent red pigments of beetroots and bougainvillea flowers are not flavonoids, as was long believed, but a more complex group of glycosylated compounds known as betalains or beta-cyanin. Beta-cyanins and the related beta-xanthines, जो कि yellow color के responsible हैं, are distinguished from anthocyanin by the fact that the molecules contain nitrogen. Means anthocyanin के structure को अगर आप देखते हैं तो उसमें नाइट्रोजन नहीं है उसमें कार्बन है हाइड्रोजन है और ऑक्सीजन है but in case of beta cyanin you can also found nitrogen in their structures in their derivatives. They appear to be restricted to a small group of closely related families in the order Chenopodiales, including the goosefoot, cactus, and Portulaca families, which are not known to produce anthocyanin. Means generally you can say that कि beta cyanin ऐसे families में पाया जाता है कि जिनमें normally anthocyanin produce ही नहीं होते. So उनमें अगर yellow color है या जो भी पिगमेंट्स उनके अंदर शो होते हैं जो कि एंथोसायनिन जिनको हम कह सकते हैं कि वो प्रोड्यूस करते हैं लेकिन क्योंकि उनके अंदर एंथोसायनिन पर होते ही नहीं है तो उनमें ही वो कलर्स जो हैं वो पिगमेंट्स जो हैं बिकॉज ऑफ बीटा साइनिन एंड बीट्स ये एक मैंने चार्ट प्रोवाइड किया आपको जिसमें आपके पास एक साइड पे हमारे पास पिगमेंट्स हैं लिस्ट ऑफ द पिगमेंट्स हैं और दूसरी तरफ लिखा हुआ है कि वो कहाँ पाए जाते हैं फॉर एग्जांपल अगर आप क्लोरोफिल ए और बी को देखते हैं तो जितनी भी ऑक्सीजन इवॉल्विंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं उनमें क्लोरोफिल ए पाया जाता है और जो जो भी हायर प्लांट्स हैं ग्रीन एल्जी हैं उनमें क्लोरोफिल बी होगा क्लोरोफिल सी डायटम्स एंड ब्राउन एल्जी में पाया जाता है क्लोरोफिल डी जो है वो रेड एल्जी में होता है कैरोटीन्स में से अल्फा कैरोटीन जो है वो हायर प्लांट्स में और ज़्यादातर एल्जी में पाया जाता है और बीटा कैरोटीन जो है वो कुछ एल्जी और कुछ मोस्ट ऑफ द प्लांट्स में जो है वो पाया जाता है देन हमारे पास अदर पिगमेंट्स जिनमें फाइको साइनोब्लिन्स हैं फाइको एरिथ्रोबिलिन्स हैं तो इनकी भी आगे डिटेल है इस तरीके से बैक्टीरियल क्लोरोफिल ए बैक्टीरियल क्लोरोफिल बी है एंड क्रिप्टोक्रोम्स हैं उनका बताया हुआ है कि किस तरीके से वो कहाँ कहाँ पे पाए जाते हैं तो यू कैन से कि ये समरी है पिगमेंट्स और उनकी अक्रेंस की जो कि आपको मेमोराइज करने में फैसिलिटेट करेगी Here are the different pigments and their color. Like chlorophyll is responsible for green color, keratin is responsible for the brown color, xanthophyll is responsible for the yellow color, and anthocyanin is responsible for the red color. Most of the material of this topic is collected from Introduction to Plant Physiology, second edition by Hopkin, and chapter number 6. This is all about today's lecture. If you have any question or query, you can ask on Google Classroom, WhatsApp group, or you can email me.